Everybody, what is going on? Hello to you all. We are back with another TSD live stream NBA Community Parlay. Here I am live over on WAP.com and on my YouTube channel, which you can, if you're over on WAP, if you would like, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel at Bet at Your Own Risk. That is, again, Bet at Your Own Risk, as we are looking to push for another community parlay that is hopefully successful tonight. Last parlay went 2-1. And obviously, I want to also not forget to say, hope you, your family, friends, and loved ones are doing well today. And had a successful week and everything, as we are closing in on the weekend. No stream from yesterday just because the slate was short, and yeah, there wasn't really too much that I could find and see. I only just put a couple of parlays together and some single bets, and the single bets did much better than the parlays did. Little two-leggers that I sent in, so or just like missed one hit, one didn't type of thing, but I single bet a few of them as well, so it is what it is. But like I said, we're back with another stream here, and if you're on YouTube, come join us, come find us here at Top Sports Debate. This is where I am, this is where the community is, where we cash every single week. We hit the books, we smack them upside their heads, and continue to push for more wins each week. But today, the focal point, of course, is to put a 3-leg parlay together and do some extra reads and stuff like that to see if we can find anything. The hope is that we can, and the hope is that we can cash on not just the community parlay, but just in general here. I have a parlay that I'm trying to put together. I know for sure that I'm going to have Cooper Flag tonight for assists. More specifically, I'm probably still going to target his rebounds. He has been grabbing boards more recently, roughly in and around 8 over the last few games. He had, I think, 12 or 13 the last game and a double-double. So that was that game. Tonight, the question becomes, what is he going to do tonight on the road? Let's see here. It's a little Barlow, but he's okay. Never mind. Hold on. Let me see. I haven't been here in a day, so I usually go PRA and kind of like go from there, and then kind of target a prop or the PRA itself. I know I have possibly Banchero for a double tonight, maybe. That's the other thing that I'm doing. I'm targeting double doubles a bit more recently. I haven't looked at Goodwin in a while. Maybe we can look at Goodwin because they're on the road against the Pacers, and look at that. Nembhard's questionable. Naismith, Zubac is possibly making his debut with the Pacers tonight. So I did see something about that about an hour or two ago. I was like, hold on, is he in? And I didn't get a chance to really look until now. So he might be making his debut tonight. But my rule of thumb is usually I don't bet on players who are questionable and playing and all that, because you really don't know what they're going to do. Maybe they do go over to PRAs. Maybe they don't. You never know. Maybe they don't play that much. If you're really paying attention, a lot of the players are, playing 19 minutes, maybe under 20, and they're usually playing 25 plus minutes a night, and they're coming off of being on an injury and they're coming back and they don't even play that much. So I think too, the other thing is because we know that teams are tanking. So there's that. So it's really, you really gotta, watch what you're putting in. Even with what I do, if you're paying attention to my slips over on WAP and on our Discord, that I'm being more aggressive with my slips, but I'm still cautious at the same time. Like, I'm not putting together 6, 7, 8 legs because I'm currently just not that bold enough to do that this late in the season, where we're still dealing with injuries on a daily basis. But the one thing to note, though, because I talked about it a couple months ago, it's happening once again. If you're really paying attention to a lot of the games, or more specifically when there's a long list of games like tonight, you may want to target the unders tonight. Again, maybe you may want to put down a 9-leg all unders round robin that thing, because you just might cash tonight. The last, what was it, 3-4 nights ago, maybe 5 nights ago, the unders hit at a 9 to 9 out of 10, so it went 9-1. And that was a day that I forgot all about that because I was so tired and stuff because of work and stuff. So, it's just something that you may want to consider tonight because there's 9 games tonight. But again, look at the injury reports and stuff. Follow, I keep saying it on for those of you on WAP who are on Twitter, go follow Underdog NBA, because they are, oh shoot. I apologize for those of you who are wrong. That's my fault. Been talking this long. Wasn't paying attention to the sound, to the music. But go follow the Underdog NBA, because they are they give out the daily injury reports, even like 24 hours in advance. So it kind of helps you out on what you're trying to look for, or what you're kind of try to target. And that's why I keep saying, like, y'all need to target spreads, first half spreads, first half team total, stuff like that. Porter might get this 26. Oh wait, I forgot. Never mind. Let me look at somebody else. I forgot. Bam is not gonna score 83 points again. He had 95 PRA 2 nights ago. He's not gonna get 83. He might get plus 20. The question becomes, how much is he actually going to score tonight? Now he's going to be facing off against Giannis and Turner here. So I don't see him. Again, it's the NBA. You never know. He could probably still get 30 plus points, but I kind of feel like he'll go under 25 tonight. His points line is 22. That might be still a safe spot for you to take him. Now he's 0-2 on the season against Milwaukee, whether home or whether on the road. So he's back in Milwaukee tonight. He's back at home tonight. He will either go over 20 or go under. It's either going to be one of the two. Like I said, I don't see him getting 30 points tonight. Does he get, for his PRA, does he get 36? I don't really necessarily see that happening. I feel like it may go under. So, who knows? Because again, this was a big game 2 nights ago. I get it. A lot of fans didn't see Bam breaking Kobe's record. It happened. It's in the record books. What can you do? You can accept it or you can't accept it, really, but it's in there. Just like the Lakers bubble ring, it's in there too. So it is what it is. But per the position, they allow. They're actually shutting the position down. So that's what I'm saying. You may wanna fade Bam tonight. Might. Head to head, he's gone under too. Look at this. He's gone under. So this might be a spot for you to fade Bam tonight. I don't think I'm gonna take him on the parlay here, but I'm probably gonna at least bet the under, because I kind of feel like he'll go under. And even FanDuel, they believe he's gonna do either. That's what it looks like. Remember what I say, when you look at the certain numbers and the lines and stuff, see FanDuel's a minus 113. When you see minus 113 on FanDuel, it's usually even, but for BetMGM, they believe he's going to go go over. So I'm probably going to fade Bam. I'm just going to mark him down, but I'm not going to take him on the community parlay. I just want to put that out there. That's what I'm probably going to do. I am still considering, because this is one thing I was doing while I was on the bus, and that was looking at Tobias Harris for rebounds. Maybe he was grabbing boards just a little bit, just a smidge, right? And he had 10 here. He had a double here. The question becomes, without Embiid on the court, Drummond's Q tagged, he's still grabbing boards with Doran here. The question becomes, can he get 6 boards or more? Let me see. It's plus 106 on FanDuel. We'll probably either do like DraftKings or maybe still Caesars or the ScoreBet app. can he grab, because he's been down more recently, can he grab 6? Can he flip that tonight? Head to head, he loves grabbing rebounds against Philly. It's a positive. He's at home, so he's 2-0 at home against them. So the question becomes, what is he doing at home? Now, again, that's what I'm saying. More recently, at home, this is what he's doing. That's what I'm saying. I feel like I want to target Tobias Harris on his rebounds tonight. So I'm gonna plop him on here just to see if that's something that I want to do for tonight. Just because, and you may want to target his points. What is his points line? It's 13. You may want to target his points. He had 22, but this was last year. They pretty much 1, 2, 3. 3 got it. But again, you got to look at the actual list to see who's actually on here, who's starting, and all of that. And a lot of them aren't. So that's really not helping. But again, this is what he's done in the last several games at home, though. But like I said, me personally, I feel confident about his boards at least. So that's why I said, let me go on ahead and put him, queue him up. And at least 3 got the 6 or higher. Hendricks came close at 5, so this is still positive. Hauser he was 2 off. Jackson was 2 off. Jackson's been more recently grabbing some boards more recently, so it's still a positive. So I like Harris for boards. Let me see. Maybe you want to push for 2. You may want to push for some players off the bench to say get 12 points, 14 points, maybe 15 on the plus side, on the positive side. Because again, we're at a place and point now in the season where, like I said, starters are not playing as much or out a lot. And, you know, these bench players are coming in the starting lineup and they're actually going out there, actually going out there and actually producing a bit more. So just consider that. McCollum looks good for PRA. His points line, what is his points line? 18, 2 and 3. What is his threes? He hasn't hit 3 in the last 5. On the back end, he was doing it. So maybe passing. Okay, passing looks good. At least the last 3. Okay, 4 and 2 in the last 6 games. What is his 9? He's been passing more for Atlanta. Is he in the starting lineup? He is. He pretty much would be the starting point guard, because that's the thing. Atlanta might. We don't know what type of Brooklyn team we're going to get without, because Porter's out for Brooklyn. Sharp is out. You know what I mean? Atlanta just might actually blow out Brooklyn tonight. So if you do decide to look Atlanta's way, pick cautiously. I'm going to take CJ for 4 assists just on a safe side, but I'm going to just queue him up because he's a player that I might also put on the community parlay. If I want to bump him up to 5, what is it for 5? It's a plus 146 on DraftKings. Okay, I like the number. Because plus, also too, just a sidebar, 46 is my favorite number. That's why it's a part of my name. Vortex 46 has been my name as a created for like 35 years or something like that. Yeah, I'm old. So just putting it out there. Let me see here. Actually, maybe longer than that. Actually, maybe 38, 39 years. I'm thinking about it. But let's see. So CJ, I may look his way just to see, but it'll probably just be for points. Because Jacques Landale, he's sometimey on. As you see, he's sometimey with his points, right? And he's actually looking good. So if anything, you would target him for points, for plus value, but like 10, maybe 11. You know, maybe you take him for 12 points, plus 188, stuff like that for him, because he actually just might go out and do it. This is the only reason why I'm saying is because he would be coming off the bench for Atlanta. Let's say Atlanta is blowing him out in the first half. They continue to put up the points even more about mid third quarter, walking into closing the third quarter. Then he can just pretty much come in and get those garbage time minutes in the fourth, and he just goes out there and just balls out and gets 14 or higher, So it's just something that you may want to consider, because Jacques can get buckets. It just depends on the situation. And actually, let me look at him at home. Now, again, these are numbers before he got to... Actually, no, these are numbers with Atlanta. So he actually had 4 games where he got way above 15 or higher. So that's what I'm saying. Tonight might be a night where you take him for 15 here for points, which would be what? Look at that. Plus just 1 point off. Plus 599. Somebody took a player for a plus 299. I think it was Flag for a double the other night or something like that. It was something. I know it was a plus 299. So that's what I'm saying. Like it's not the even number to 300. Same thing. It's not an even number at a 600. So you may just want to throw $5 on this because he just might get the 15 tonight. Just throwing it out there. Julian, I think I'm gonna queue him up because I feel like he might actually ball against Denver tonight. Let me see. Murray's in. Gordon is still questionable because he may or may not play. Wemby's been Q tagged most of the day, right? So even through yesterday. So I'm gonna queue him up because I'm probably gonna either target him for his PRA, maybe PR. What is his PR? Because his PRA is 18, so his PR is 16. Just one off. Again, this is what he's doing at home. It's just head to head. But this was last year's numbers. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. 3 got it. Because this dude can go out here and freaking hit some random threes and stuff like that, and just get some buckets off to the side. So you may want to take him even just for his points alone at 12. Because even more recently, he's been averaging 11. So this number would definitely be higher if he didn't go 0 for whatever against Boston. I kind of feel like he's going to bounce back tonight. Hold on, guys. Give me one moment here. All right, sorry about that. So what do I want to do? Do I want to do PRA? Do I want to do his points? His points is 11. His PRA is 17. Like I said, I really kind of feel like he would bounce back tonight, even against Denver at home. Plus, usually you're really looking at his stuff. He's usually hitting either around the number, and that's the thing. When he actually gets it, he goes way above. So Denver specifically, per the position, they allow plenty to the position. So let me just go on ahead and just take him for the PRA. I think I already got him down, right? Yeah, I do. All right, bet. Again, as always, we're not putting the community parlay on ScamDuel because player gets injured or something like that. They won't honor the slip, and that's what we are not looking to do. We are not looking to... Really don't want you to lose at all. Really want you to win 90%, 95, even 100% at a time, right? So it's just that, as I always say, single bet the community parlay, round robin a community parlay, and you should be good. Alex Sarr was 2 rebounds away. I had him and Cooper Flag on the slip 2 nights ago. 2 rebounds away. Both of them for 8 rebounds. He finished with 6. He was 2 boards away from cashing and turning my $5 into $75. I don't know if he's going to grab 8 boards tonight. He might. But I'm not going to look his way. If you want to take him for 8 tonight, let me see what his rebounds is tonight now. For 8, it's a plus 310. The one that I got from 2 days ago was like a plus 260, 70, something like that. But when I boosted it, it bumped it up to 324, if I remember correctly. So, again, if you want to do that, he has hit 8 twice. He had 7 here on the 6. He was 1 off. Let's look at him at home. I'm just giving you the data at least. Now he's down again. He's been down 4 straight games, but he has proven he can get 8. They specifically 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 got 8, and the others came close. So that's what I'm saying. He could possibly still go out here and get 8 rebounds, maybe 7 if you don't feel like he can get 8, and he hooks at 7.5. I mean, he hooks at 7. Maybe you take him for 7 at a plus 82, 182. His teammates here is Trey's playing tonight, right? Yeah, he's in. Do you possibly take Riley for his PRA, maybe points? What is his points? It's 13. Kind of feel like that's kind of low. They allow to the position, they allow 17. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 got it. You're looking for 13. Is the opposite direction plus? Yeah, it is. Be plus 100. Yep. Maybe he gets to 13 tonight. He's actually been balling. Let's look at him at home. Even on the road, he's been getting the stuff. I'm gonna cue the points because I actually like the points at least. Because again, they're allowing 17, so it's above. So if you feel like you can go above that and get 14, 15, maybe you take them for 15. It's a plus 132 on ScamDuel, DraftKings. So just something to really consider. I'm gonna take Riley here. Maybe he will get 13. I actually like his points. Looks like that's the first one that I like the most outside of Tobias Harris for rebounds. Already looking at the list, like I feel like fading Bam would be a appropriate spot. Tobias could potentially still get 6 boards tonight. CJ still feel like he can get at least 4 assists. Maybe I take him on a straight bet for 5. Like I said, Julian, I feel like he can get the 18. And then I like Riley for his points. Not seeing too much of anything else. I haven't really bet on Derek White like hardly at all this year. Because we're really paying attention to a lot of my picks are usually like players that don't usually do, because I feel like they're in spots that they can, and some of them do go out there and actually get the buckets and, you know what I mean, do the job that I was, hopeful for per the data. Because I know a lot of people just take the regular cast that go out there and do stuff. I like to take the cast that don't, because they go out there and perform and the starters, are mucking it up. Then, you missed out because you kept, I get it. You're looking for players that do stuff on a regular basis. They do stuff 10 games in a row, 15, 20 games in a row. But you can't forget about those bench players. You just can't, because they go out there and get 15 points. Like Christian Braun, trying to name no names. I had him down for I had Christian Braun for 15 points like 3 days ago, and he didn't get it. And he had 19 last night. Like 3 days ago, it was a plus 250 or 270, something like that for the 15. So I can only imagine with him facing off against Houston's defense last night. And he went out there and had that 19. I was just like that. I missed it. So 27 PRA, 2, 3. Wait, 2. So 2 got it. 3. Hart came close. Sexton coming off the bench. Peyton coming off the bench. Maybe he does. Let's look at his passing. They got him at 6 plus 110. Again, this is against my Oklahoma City squad, my favorite team in the league. This is what he's doing on the road, son. Look how beautiful this is, right? Dude, he had 5 straight games of 8 assists before he dropped down and then went right back up. This dude has been doing his thing on the road. My Thunder, though, look at what we're shutting down. But again, you got to actually look at the names. Who's actually on here, who's starting, and who's actually ball dominant to be passing the ball like that. He's the point guard. Oh, never mind. I'm not taking him. Never mind. He's Q-Tag. Never mind. If I did, I would have probably taken him for his assist for just the 6, but I'm not going to do that. Oh, you know what? Give me a second. Let me look at, because that was the one thing that I was kind of thinking about for Chet, a double-double tonight. He has one, but that was last year against Boston. Last 10, he is every other game. So he's technically, if you believe in trends, he's in the spot that he can get it. Why? Because every other game, blah, blah, blah. And he didn't get it the last game, and he's in the spot that he could probably potentially get it tonight. Tatum is officially out, so he's not playing now. So this possibly puts him in the spot to actually grab the boards. Hartenstein's not out there. I'm probably going to take him as a straight bet for the double-double. I'm probably going to take this on Caesars, too, because it's plus 124. So let me look at his rebounds real quick. What do they have it at? They have it at 10. So he's in this spot. Again, as you see, per the trend, he's in every other game getting 10, blah, blah, blah. So he possibly could get 10 tonight. He had 15 here. Per the position, they're allowing on the nose 10. So he's in a spot. That's the other thing. Why is it plus 100, plus 100, plus whatever. Minus whatever, because of the fact that, potential to get it. They're guarding the position well enough to only allow them to get 10 on the nose. Wemby got 10. Diabate was one off. Drummond got it. Turner doesn't really grab boards. Sharp comes off the bench. He actually grabs, but he usually pushes around 7 or 8. Claxton, he's more of a passing center more recently. So his rebounds are usually around 6, 7, something like that. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to take Chet for the boards. I'm going to put him down just in case. And I'm probably going to take him a double-double. I'll post a double-double slip in the Whopping Discord because he's, like I said, I kind of feel like he can get the 10 points, 10 rebounds tonight. Just being honest. I think that's everybody that we've seen here. So I think the list is good. The question becomes, who are we actually going to put on the community parlay? I didn't do it the last time. Maybe I will do it tonight and just put everything on a parlay and then just like submit it into the Discord and the WAP for you all if you want to tail it, if you want to round robin it or whatever. And then what I may do as an aggressive pick, look at the list here and be like, you know what, I'm gonna bump your prop up maybe just one at plus value, just in case they, just in case Raleigh, instead of even getting 13 points, he finishes with 15, but we can get him at plus value for 14. Chet's fine at the 10 because it's already more than likely going to be at plus value, maybe more than likely. Tobias is another spot. Plus value should be automatically something like that, but like I said, something aggressive, but it would probably be like a 2-leg, and it would be like a plus 500 or plus 600, something like that. So let me see, but again, I'm probably more than likely going to fade Adebayo on a single bet for real. So let's do, again, nobody else has said anything, so let's go with, let's see here, because I really do honestly like Raleigh for his points. Kind of feel like he can get the 13 against the Magic. So maybe we just do Raleigh, Julian. Let me see what Raleigh is for. It's not showing anything. So maybe the score bet up. Let me just double check. Because if not, then we'll go a different route. There's your boy. Well, Julian. You're not on there. See, Julian's on draft. I would rather put it on DraftKings. So, I don't know. Maybe we just say screw it. Put your boy on there, because maybe again he's been down more recently, so maybe he bounces back against Philly, because again you got to remember, possible Drummond may not play. Who's going to be in the spot to combat these two from grabbing rebounds. So how about we just do Tobias Harris, Raleigh, and I'll probably do Julian. All of these are on DraftKings. So I'm logging to DraftKings now. And also too, just a quick sidebar, not NBA related, but MLB related. Get ready, because when the MLB hits, when it actually starts the season, I'm talking about the season. When the season starts, I'm gonna be definitely pushing for live streams here. Definitely, I'm not gonna be using Outlier that much. I'm gonna be using Prop Finder, because that's where I was making at least my bet. I felt like my betting journey was decent enough, not great, but decent enough where I was making some type of profit, right? So especially with the hits, runs, and RBIs, the HRRs. So I'm gonna be looking to hopefully in the coming months for MLB for some aggressive picks, HRR centered, and I'm still gonna attempt. I'll still attempt. There's no guarantee. It may not be all the time, because it still is kind of a bit of an interesting spot to look and attempt to try to put down a 2 to 4 leg parlay for batters to go out there and hit a home run. But I'm still gonna attempt to try, because I used Prop Finder in the beginning when I first got the site and stuff like that. And that literally that first 4 out of 5 days made a profit instantly. Just looked at the data, because y'all know I'm a data guy. I'm an analyst. Like, look, like, yes, the player can you know, blah blah blah, but I'm like, hey, the data says that this is where the player's at. He's in the spot. He's going against the defense. This player should go out there and do what? Produce. But again, as I always said back on Discord, the human side still has to coincide with the data. The human side still has to go out there and perform at the end of the day. And at the end of the day, I'm going to accept the results for what they are, even if the results upset me in such a way. But as you all know, I have yet to take a day off from betting. I've been betting every single day for months. I have not missed a day. Not at all. Even if I've done one pick or a few picks under 5, you know. So I'm just saying, like, but again, that's because that's my betting journey. I always encourage you all, you're allowed to take a break. Just like I tell, you know, I still kind of tell myself every so often, I can still take a break if I really want to. But nobody's forcing you to place a bet. But if you're going to, just know that the results may not go your way. You may go on a losing streak. You got to remember, as I'm putting this slip in together on DraftKings, that if you pay attention to my stuff from 3 months ago, I think it was, I went on a 2-week, 14-day losing streak. I only won like 1 or 2 times out of the 7-8 times that I kept betting. I bet it every single day, and I was losing. I was down. My bankroll was hurting, and I kept putting back in to the into the pot, trying to get out of the hole. By day 15 is when I started to win. I think it was like 4 or 5 days in a row, making profit, blah blah blah. So that's what I'm saying. It's all about your drive, and you got to remember, you don't have to bet $100, 50, 10, 5, whatever. You don't have to bet your last 25. I literally told my coworker 2-3 days ago. He was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna do this bet, put down $30." And I was like, "No, don't do that. Take 10, do 2 bets today, see if you make a profit. Tomorrow, take $5, see if you make a profit. The next day, 5. You know what I mean? Spread that out. Maybe you save, you know what I'm saying, 15 of that, and just put that, you know, don't just bet that. That could, you know, or don't bet $5 and keep the other 20. You know what I mean? That's what I was telling him. He was like, "You know what? You're right." I'm like, yes, because why would you Just put all your ducats in one pot. You know, spread that out. You know, be smart about your bankroll. All right, so I got. Hold on. That's not. I apologize. I was getting distracted because I'm up here trying to encourage y'all to, you know, be wiser with your decisions. Because I used to do the same. I used to put 8 legs in. Oh, I'm gonna make this $1,000-something, blah blah blah. Like no. I have one. I keep saying that. I turned $1 into $460-something one night. This was from a year and a half ago. If I can do that, I can pretty much, you know, figure out a way to make X amount of money. For some reason, DraftKings just doesn't want to. Let me, because I'm clicking on NBA. I'm trying to click. Let me just go ahead and put this in on. I'm gonna just put this on the site because I don't know why DraftKings is being weird. So we're gonna do, what did I say? I said Tobias. I feel like he can grab. So Tobias rebounds. Take him at the plus value for 6. And we're gonna take CJ for 4 assists for Atlanta. Honestly, I still kind of feel like he can get at least 5. I don't know if he would get like 6 because he's hit 3 of the last 5. So I just don't know if he's gonna get above 5. I feel like he can get 5. That's the second safest spot. I don't know if he would get like 6. Honestly, I do feel like he at least get 4. That's the bare minimum. But we'll see. And then, like I said, Raleigh for his points. Is that Washington? Where are you? Raleigh. Just need him for 12. Let me see something, because I don't know what's going on. Let me see. I'm just gonna click on the game points. Yeah, he's here. Okay, they're all right. That's why. So I'm gonna since DraftKings isn't gonna. That's why DraftKings he's not showing up because they're not giving him 13. They're giving him 12 and then 14. So they're believing he's gonna at least get 14. So they're skipping 13. So I'm gonna take him for 12 points. Yes, a little bit less than what, you know, we were hoping for. But again, with the 20% booster, we should be okay. All right. I put it in on there we go. So 20% booster is a plus 424. With the 20% booster is a plus 509. Again, on DraftKings with the booster, you can only put 5 on it. It can't do anything else. So we're just going to do that. So we have Raleigh for 12 points, Tobias Harris for 6 boards, McCollum for 4 assists. That's what we're going to do. And like I said, may just take mostly everything off this list, put it on a parlay. I'll probably do that after I eat dinner and stuff, or while I'm doing dinner, I'll probably put this together. Then I'll share it on the Discord and WAP. If you're over on YouTube, you want to join us, come find us, wap.com at Top Sports Debate. Let's join the squad, join the team. There is a monthly cost and all of that, but then we still do have a free version as well, which I believe you'll still get access to my live streams at least. But if you want everything else, you want our cappers, Bobby, Tony, Q Keezy, and our leader Lando, you would you would sign up for the memberships. We got a plethora of those there. All right, this has been shared over on Discord, and I'm putting this on WAP now. And I think too, if you're over on WAP, I think the issue with everybody, as far, because I know for me, and I've seen some other people complaining about, because WAP had updated their stuff, their site or whatever, that I think the issue with us sharing the screenshots and stuff or whatever, the posts and stuff, I think all of that's fixed now. Because I think more recently, over the past like 24 hours, a little bit more, stuff that I've shared in the WAP have seemingly been cleared, and you all are seeing my screenshots along with the links and stuff like that. So, and I think everybody else that I'm seeing or posting, everything's fine. So it just must have been something that they were working on, an update or something. I don't know. But it is what it is. And I'm probably going to do another, because there is a plethora of games. Probably going to do another 4-leg team prop like I did the last time. It actually went 3-1 from the last time. I thought about round robin in that slip, and I might do that tonight. And I just didn't. I was like, I'm just going to just do it on a straight bet. You know what I mean? See if it cashes or not. And like I said, it went 3-1, and I was like, dag, I should have just really round robin that slip, and it would have made a profit. So I'm going to look around, see if I can find some team props, some spreads, first half spreads, team total points, stuff like that. See if we can find some stuff. As far as like the team stuff, like one of the things I'm thinking about doing, which I might take, is fading the Brooklyn Nets team total points, because again, they don't have any players, like their main players. They're going to be down, but the only issue is they're playing against Atlanta, and Atlanta still gives up so many points. So the question becomes, can Brooklyn, with what they won't have on the court, even with them on the road, can they still go under 106 tonight, even though they've gone over? But again, these games that they went over, they had, Porter, Traore, stuff like that. They had those players. They had Clowney and stuff like that. So tonight, because they're only going to have Clowney and Claxton out there, what is Seraph Powell, Wolf, what are they going to do with what they don't have? Traore's out as well. So that's what I'm saying. Like, really, honestly, I kind of feel like they're going to go under the team total point. That's just something I was thinking about earlier today while I was at work. Maybe possibly taking, again, maybe, I don't know if Phoenix can cover the first half spread tonight. I really, really honestly don't know if they can, because it's a big number. It's what was it? Well, actually, it was higher than this hours ago, so it actually dipped down. So it's 4.5 for first half, for them to cover the first half. Can they do it? Because you see here, both teams have sucked covering. Head to head, they're Phoenix is 1-0. They did cover here, but they were at home. So the question becomes, can they cover? If maybe one or two of them are out, at least between Nembhard and Naismith, then maybe they will. I don't know. We'll see, because that was something I was thinking about too while I was at work. Kind of feel like Miami could cover the first half spread. I think this one was a big number too from when I looked at it earlier. Yeah, see, it's like so it's a 3.5. I really don't know, because Giannis is going to be out there. Is Porter going to be playing? Is Hero going to be playing? I really, really don't know. You all are over on WAP. Y'all can't see this. I'm on Moneyballer. That's the site that I use to help me with some of my stuff sometimes. So when I look at Miami, I actually talked to somebody today over on Moneyballer today, because I had a technical issue, and when they helped me fix it, they, I told them about the update that they did, and they were like, yeah, thank you. And they were telling me that they were getting ready to roll out something else on the site. So that's what I'm saying. Like, y'all may want to consider, if you want to, for either of you, whether on WAP, listen to this, if you're on YouTube, you're listening to this, you may want to consider checking out the Moneyballer. That's what it's called, the Moneyballer, one word. It is a pricey monthly subscription, but to me, it's worth it, because it literally, those of you who are on WAP and Discord, y'all see the slips that I put in for my team stuff, for my spreads and stuff like that. That's literally mostly all those picks. 90% of those picks are literally just from the Moneyballer. Literally, I looked at the data, and then I came over on on Outlier just to kind of coincide, and was just like, yeah, like this is good, this is green, blah blah blah. Let me just let me throw my unit size on there, and it would, most of it would, like literally most of my slips have been cashing because Moneyball is giving me the data. So this is what I'm saying. This is what Moneyballer says for this Heat versus Bucks game when it's pertaining to the first half spread. The Bucks are 27, 36, and 1 overall, so they're under to covering the first half spread. But here's a key thing to note for the Bucks as away underdogs. They're 11, 8, and 1 to covering. But Miami are 43, 21, and 2 overall. And as home favorites, they're 13, 10, and 1. So basically, the data is pushing more for you to say, you know what, let me go ahead and take Miami to cover the first half spread because of their overall record and on top of them being home favorites. Yes, the Bucks have a little bit of an advantage possibly because of their last 20 games as away dogs, but their overall record is what would push you to say, you know what, I'm gonna go with the actual data that's pinpointing more towards Miami because they are green in both spots. So yeah, that's why I was just like, hey, maybe Miami still does cover the first half spread, maybe. So that's the type of data that you get over on Moneyball, and you be like, yo, like, all right, bet, because there's some stuff on there you just like, yo, like I never even considered that stuff. So I still might take Miami to cover the first half spread tonight. It just depends on if Hero's going to be in, if Porter's going to, I need to know that information. When do they play? What is it? 7:30? Let me look at this here. Let me make sure. 7:30. So if I can get some lineup info by 6:30, I might wait for everybody that's listening. I might wait until in and around 6:30, 6:45 to see if there's any lineup updates, and then that way I can do the 4-leg parlay for the team stuff. But yeah, go look up Moneyballer. It's a really great site. Like I said, the guy that I talked to earlier hours ago, he pretty much was telling me that they're going to be adding some new stuff to the site coming up. So they're working on it now, and I'm like, cool, bet, I'm ready. Whenever it goes live, I'm on the site. I'm there. So yeah. I think that's it. I think that's all that I got. Tomorrow we got plenty. Once again, 2, 4, 6, 8 games. Just one game less than tonight. So I'll be back tomorrow after work. Saturday, 2, 4, 6, 7. So that's good. We got stuff. We got some games. We got at least 6 or more over the next 72 hours. So that's good. Nice little weekend to look at some stuff. Hopefully cash on some stuff. So yeah, we're looking like we're possibly gonna hopefully eat. The only other thing that I might do tonight, just on some, because y'all know I really don't do huge parlay. I really do not do, outside of like taking all unders or overs for a parlay, but I really do not do them big parlay stuff. But I was thinking about maybe doing just taking one player from every game and just put them down. It was something real simple, just like a player to get 2 threes or something like that. So I'm thinking about doing that for tonight. So if I do, then y'all will see it posted at Discord in a while. So we'll see. But again, continue to, if you can, go to Twitter, follow Underdog NBA. They give you all the injury report stuff. Pay attention to all that stuff, because that's what can possibly help you possibly take a 9-leg all under slip for unders tonight, because again, a lot of these games may go under, but then you never know. Maybe a lot of games go over. You just never know. You just gotta really just tune into the site and stuff, tune into the information and stuff that's in front of you, place and search for it, and just hope for the best. But I'm about to be out. Y'all stay safe, stay humble, take care of yourselves, family, friends, and loved ones. Hope you all have a, good and rest of your day. Hope that the rest of your Thursday is kind to you, your family, friends, and loved ones. And as always, I will hopefully talk to you all, hopefully tomorrow with another live stream. But I will holler at y'all later.